find someplace, get out there, pitch a tent, crash, and wake up in the morning. I wake up in the morning, and Steve had already gone out and got a job. And I go,
I don't remember this, but it's true.
We got out of the tent.
Eddie wouldn't lie.
And look out, and there's a construction site.
Yeah, it was the football fields.
They're building football fields.
Yeah.
And so they need laborers.
Yeah.
And like you couldn't see this at all when you're
at night.
At night.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, whoa! And the guy was great. So
yeah. Yeah, so the guy, what was his name? The man, but what was the guy, the manager that hires, and he let us stay in West Van.
He liked us, the guy, because we're camping right there, and he likes us, and he goes, well, you know what? I'm house sitting for somebody up in North Van.
North Van.
So we go, and North Vancouver's a nice place.
Yeah.
Nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
So he goes, well, why don't you guys stay there?
Yeah.
And that way I don't have to go up there and house sit it, and then you guys can work here and this.
Yeah.
So we stayed.
Nice place.
Very nice
It
place.
was a really nice place.
Upscale.
It's amazing what you can get through word of mouth, like opportunism when it knocks, right?
Okay.
And that's it. And then we
Yeah.
worked for a month, and then made money, and then we went to the national team training camp.
Yeah.
And
But if you remember, we didn't stay there the whole time. We had a room. We rented a room somewhere.
In Little India or whatever.
Maybe, but I remember vividly we rented the room, and then we got a gym membership. We could walk to the gym, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the room was in a boarding house, and there were.
Yeah.
Remember, there's
It was
some
like
guys
a
who were
whorehouse.
sketchy guys.
Yeah, it was rough. Were we on? I think we were on the ground floor. I remember being on the ground floor.
We had one room, 2 beds.
Yeah.
And it was basically it was just a room.
Yeah.
Right? And then we stayed there. And then,
So then the other cool part of the story, and I tell this to everybody, is we drove up to Whistler. Was that before or after? Was that first or after the job? I think it was before the job.
I can't.
Doesn't matter. We drove up to Whistler. We drove up to Whistler. Yeah, it could have been for the day. We drove up to Whistler, and it was October. The glacier was open, but we didn't. I don't. Did we have skis?
We went up to the Capilano River walking, and we ran into.
Andy Zignus! It was Andy Zignus, and we went salmon fishing. That's right.
And we went back. He goes, "Why don't you come back to our place? We're up in freaking Whistler or something." Remember?
Was it really? I don't remember that. He had a place in Whistler.
He had a place in Whistler.
See, I don't remember that.
Went back to his place, cooked the salmon, had a great time.
Fresh salmon, right out of the what's that river called?
Capilano.
Capilano. It runs right down into Vancouver.
Yeah, and there was, and then so we went up for a day and stayed overnight in Whistler, and then we went up to Gondola.
We went up to Gondola, but we didn't ski. So I say to people that, I've never skied Whistler. I've never skied Whistler. Not even back then. No. I've never been to Whistler. I was at Whistler, but never skied it.
That wasn't skiable. They were waiting for snow. But boy, Whistler was.
But I think the glacier was open.
I remember we went to the bar. There was like 2 bars in Whistler.
Yeah, it was nothing. It was like this is nothing. This
little old shack type thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We went in.
Before there was a black comb. Now it's just like a monstrosity.
It's
like intra-west.
Condos everywhere.
Yeah.
There's 3 bars in the place the size of this house.
But go back to the story. You're in a little bar in Whistler when we were at 78.
And where is it? If I remember this right, that we were talking to the guy at one of the guys in the bar. Don't you remember Jackrabbit guy they called him?
No. Keep going. I might remember.
He was what do you call it when you sit on land?
A squatter.
Oh, squatter.
Yes. And he had earned.
Yeah. Well,
he had
squatting on land.
A plot of land that he has a little shack on.
You don't know,
like in the middle of all this stuff, but he had earned the right to be there, and he was like freaking 100 years old, and he went. I think I even smoked a reefer with him. So, anyhow, that's the story.
Yeah. You can talk to anybody.
So that's our stories, and we're sticking to them.